How's it going, guys? I hope you guys had a good day like me. It was lovely today. Covered some of those shorts in Amazon and also some market shorts. Then overnight, bought the dip when we. Let me bring up the levels here. When we dipped, I think I started buying into the 63 because I was asleep. Well, I covered some of my puts into the 63, was asleep here, and then started buying, getting long off the open in AMD and SQ and P&G, and then later on Autodesk as well. Just looking through the list, yeah, that's the main stuff. So let's look at I'm gonna have the watch list here from now on. I think that's a pretty good idea. So let's look at what's moving right now. So the market's definitely, like keeps holding these key levels that we, like that ATG just keeps pointing out. And when you look at the volume profile, that's also where all the volume is being done. So we are back over that point of control as well. Looking at this candle as well, I could see this heading higher. And let me just look at the expected move real quick in the SPX. So if we head higher from here, we might, as some of you Theo Trade watchers know as well, like he's explained that a few times, and I try to show it to you guys as well. So like if we get too high over this, there might be, like some hedging activity coming in, and which is going to push this market higher. So I could totally see like with a candle like this to see more upside here, and we we keep holding those levels, we keep holding higher. So yeah, let's again, as I always say, stay diligent, don't trade for don't hold stuff for too long, and just ride those waves. So let's look at the watch list. It's long, so I'm going to go quick again. I'll try to keep this in that 15-minute range, as I know you guys like it. So Tesla, as I said, like this might not be done yet, and whether this might as well be a trap. But honestly, this such a nice hold of the upper Celt, and over this resistance that we've been struggling with for a little bit now, in that 794 kind of area here. I think if we get a move higher overnight, and perhaps open over that 823 kind of level, 825 level, boy, this could see those highs. Just might, if the hype keeps going, we might see more. So what I did is I started putting on just a few very small longs. And as you know, I still have that one share that I bought out of spite in around 390. Like I think in this dip or something like that, or perhaps I bought it here. I don't remember exactly, but I still have that. So I'm just riding that. I had two shares. I sold one somewhere up here, holding the other one for whatever is there still to come. So that's Tesla. JPM, JP Morgan. I really like how like this came over the middle Celt, tested the upper Celt, now tested back into the like the middle Celt and the moving averages, and closed nice and bullish. We do have like a level. Let's see. We do have a level somewhere. It looks like something here around this area. So probably 138 might be a level to watch for it to break, and then hopefully a break of that flag, if you want to call it that, and upper Celt, and then more upside. STZ. This one popped up on my upper Celt kind of scan that I quickly put together last week, because it's just the way it held over the upper Celt. I started putting on a few longs. I don't remember exactly where it was, but somewhere in here I started putting on some longs. And now we see how this is gonna go. Definitely, like interesting, the way it came back over, the way it consolidated over that upper Celt. And definitely, like could be a nice bullish play especially if we break out of this long, long, long consolidation that we have here, that's been going on for almost 2 years. So definitely like something to look at on the long side. Next one, AMD. This one seems to be heading higher today after hours with NVIDIA, though I'm not sure how. Let's just look. Where are you? Just on my. Wait, I can just put it in here. The 5-minute chart. Okay, it's holding. So I got long in this one right off the open. I bought a few calls, and then I would have bought more had we spiked over this high from yesterday, which is this red line here, and held. Like had we started consolidating here and started making a new high, like over consolidation, then breakout. That's where I would have added more, but it didn't work. Or it didn't do that. So I still have about half of that position from that long from down here. And let's see how far this can go. Hopefully, NVIDIA keeps going and drags AMD with it. Beyond, there's nothing to action right now, but I think they just announced that they finally announced when they're going to have earnings, which is on the 27th. So I like how this is consolidating after this move higher. So perhaps if we get like a pullback into that 108.50 kind of area, all the way down to say that 30 EMMA, I think that could be a decent, like initial entry for a long. Just keep earnings in mind. Let's see. Keep that trend line in mind as well. When you break that, might be interesting. But yeah, I think this could be something to build medium term, because it seems like this one is not too correlated to the market, and does its own thing. But I definitely think long term for the year, we have a bit more upside in this one ahead of us as well. Next on MU, that failed the breakout here twice now of that trend line. Lower high here. So what I would think would be interesting here, if this would dip back into that 58 level somewhere here, this could be a decent long idea for an entry to get that 60 breakout in the medium term as well. Autodesk, I mentioned this one today. I think DT got in it with me, and unfortunately, this didn't go today. But I'm still positive on this. Just the way, I mean, it didn't. It didn't manage to break out. It tried to get through that 208, never managed. But it's consolidating. It's making higher lows, and what I also like is how like it held a higher level here. It held a higher level here, and when you see like there's an increase in range, which shows like it's kind of gearing up. That's what this kind of shows to me, like breakout and it didn't work. Breakout didn't work. So like there's some emotion coming into this now, and if this breaks, manages to hold over that 208 and then like break over that 208.50, I think this could have another like the next kind of move Um, from like looking at what was the last one, it was like 94, perhaps another $10. So definitely something to keep on watch. I still have, I think, yeah, I still have my long as well. Like I got the long as well, just like DT, when we first got over that 208. And I also like, I think I also loaded a little bit um, early on, which I didn't alert because that's kind of front running, and it's just I like the price action. That's all, but it's not something I would recommend doing on a consistent basis. But yeah, just so full disclosure, I already had like an entry somewhere here. Um, might have been here actually, when we broke over yesterday's high. But anyway, so that definitely I think still on a bullish trend as well. Amazon. So honestly, I'm not sure what to think about this now, whether this was already it, because the market in general is bullish. But um, perhaps what this wants to do is just, like oscillate in this kind of range for a few more days. And then, like if this holds and then breaks higher, that's actually super bullish because it didn't even pull back to that target level. I covered on my shorts, but like it didn't even manage to, like, it's so strong, it didn't pull back down to that 61.8 level, which would have been, like, I guess healthy to do. Next one, BHC. Quite, like I think Teva came off as well today. It's like at the bottom of that range now, and we have to see what this wants to do. It might be a dip buying opportunity, but I just want to see. I don't know. I'm gonna wait until the day before earnings before I put on a trade here. Just yeah, like uh, you know, if there was less volume on this candle, if it wasn't such a big candle, if it wasn't a higher low, and if we hadn't tested, like this support one, two, three, now the fourth time, actually five times here, I would probably be a bit more bullish, but like it only takes, like if it, you rarely see something test more than five times before it breaks. That's just, like something that I've taken away. So, like perhaps this wants to dip below first before it heads back up. So we'll see. I'll wait until earnings for this one. Apple, DT, ATG kept bringing this up today, which is great because now it's actually holding over that like high that we made after like the first kind of gap downs here that I've pointed that, or like I didn't point that out, but that's just where I drew my fibs. And that level has been like testing, failing, testing, failing, testing, and now it seems to be holding a bit higher because like price action or the levels just managed to catch up slowly. Like you see the lows are catching up, all of that stuff. So that could be on a dip into 323 kind of area, 324 kind of area. This might be a nice entry for a long. Shopify. Um, I know, Willie, you are short in this one, and I don't think that's too bad an idea still. There sometimes institutions, I mean, someone's been taking profit up here. Like this is not, like um, this is definitely, like not retail that's selling that hard. So 10 million shares. So that's not retail. Someone's been taking profits. But like looking at how this kept failing at that, like below that important 61.8 level, I could see this have another dip lower. Not sure how far, but I could absolutely see this. Wait, let's do a quick one real quick. Um, wait, like that, I think. Yeah, that's probably too much. That like would be the extension. Let's see. for the second one. Yeah, perhaps, like that could be in the cards, 513. Um, like I'm searching now. Like this is not, I'm searching for a level that might be realistic. You could go off several things, but that's just, maybe not like solvable with the Fibonacci's in this case. Perhaps like the initial first like consolidation after earnings was 515 as well. So perhaps like 515 might be in the cards if it keeps dropping. So I wouldn't be too scared of this just yet. I think this has a little bit more. Oh, look at the upper cal on the 4 hour is 515, 515 as well. It might come up. It's going to come up a little bit tomorrow, but still might be a good level to keep in mind. Next one, Starbucks. I mentioned that one today as well. Dip back into 89. 30, 89, or 89, the whole number, might be a good entry. This is now broken over a very significant level here that used to be support here. So came support, broke. Now there was resistance, broke back under, and now we're back over. So yeah, like if we can hold here for a few days, this might be a decent, like long idea as well. Especially, give me the trend line. Mm, Okay, this is already broken. Let's draw another one here. So like we are coming up into these trend lines as well for if you want to see this as a flag. So yeah, definitely something to look at for a long if we get a pullback. Intel, this is, like even though it failed under the upper belt here, I still think this is a nice bullish idea with this flag, with the fib level holding here. And if you look at intraday, this is the 5 minute. Like it came up over that fib, tested it perfectly, and held. So, and with like the other semis holding, being strong, this could absolutely be another long. In Wayfair, I'm just bringing this in because this is like a breaking news kind of trade. They cut like 3% of all the jobs. So yeah, might be interesting for a second day play if we manage to break that 80 and then 78. Could definitely has room to go down to like 78. What's that? 60, and then below that there's room. So see what it does, but just like as a news play, second day play that could be interesting. Caterpillar came over the middle Celt, held it today, even held over the 30. So break of 140 and moving higher. This could be a nice entry for a move up to the upper Celt. And last one, Uber. This is getting a bit of a pullback now. See, there's this level here around 40. If we hold that 40, start making higher lows, this could also be a really nice. Like say we test under that upper cal tomorrow and close back over. I would probably buy the close for a move into 42. So yeah, that's it, guys. Let's look at the length. 20 minutes, not too bad. I'll try to make it short next time. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're not subscribed to the video, please subscribe and hit that little bell so we can hack the YouTube algorithm and get more guys to join our room. As always, you guys are awesome. It's been awesome being back in the chat more regularly. I love seeing I love what I see. So yeah, let's keep going, guys. I see you at the open, and have a good one.